Ladies and gents, I'm Papa Smoke and thank you for joining me again on the House of Smoke social media. Okay, so today's episode is skipped a little bit forward. I was going to get around to this luau when I got around to the Political Luau section, but it's a bit of a PSA as well because I've seen a few people running afoul of this particular spirit. So today we're going to talk about the Intranquil spirit, the divinity known as Marinette Pilsesh. Now, unlike her counterpart Marinette Boissesh, Marinette Pilsesh herself is the correct Marinette to serve. So first of all, let me dispel a few fallacies and a few rumours. Marinette Pilsesh is not the same energy or a separate deific mask to Marinette Boissesh. Marinette Pilsesh is also not the spirit Anima Sola. Marinette Pilsesh's name literally means Marinette of the Dry Feet. She was made an intranquil spirit through an horribly incredible act of hatred and violence. She was witch burned at the stake, hence the name of the dry feet. Because where, of course, do the flames touch you when you've been burned at the stake first? The feet. Now, she does have a counterpart worked with in New Orleans voodoo, but this is incorrect. The incorrect Marinette. She's Marinette Boissesh, Marinette of the dry hands. So, why is she incorrect, Papa Smoke? Well, she's incorrect because unlike Marinette Pilsesh, Marinette Boissesh cannot be reasoned with. You call her down into your microcosm and work with her and she will destroy you. Marinette Boissesh is incredibly dangerous. So why is Marinette Pilsesh not Anima Sola? Quite simply, they're from two different pantheons. The whole concept of deific masks brought out in the left-hand path, to be honest, is twaddle, especially when compared with Luau. Each luau has a separate and different identity, and combining them or confusing them can cause luau great offence. It's incredibly dangerous to confuse Marinette Pilsesh with Marinette Boissesh, or to confuse Marinette Pilsesh with Anima Sola. Yes, they may be all intranquil spirits of fire, and yes, they may even have extremely similar offerings, but they're also incredibly baneful and jealous spirits. So if you call Marinette Pilsesh down and start talking to her as Marinette Boissesh, you're going to have a problem. If you call Marinette Pilsesh down and start talking to her as Anima Sola, you're going to have a problem. And the same with Anima Sola and Boissesh. You have to pay them the respects to get their names, their practices, their offerings, and their veves correctly. Now, the most common veve found when you search Marinette online is actually the veve for Marinette Boissesh. You actually have to do quite some digging to find the veve for Marinette Pilsesh, as she's incredibly dangerous and we keep as much information about her offline as possible. But I'm going to give you a few tidbits. So Marinette Pilsesh, she lives in her own corner of the Petro Luau world, where she is the queen of flames and the guardian of werewolves, so what we call loup-garou. These spirits themselves are incredibly dangerous, and another PSA I need to give you is that if you are a novice or a beginner or someone just dabbling, do not work with her. Do not work with her. For a start, you won't be able to communicate with her in the way that she requires to not get your ass burnt, and also you won't be able to tell or won't be able to do anything about the loup-garou coming through. When we open doors to those kind of worlds in the Political Luau world, we have certain protections, certain amulets, certain precautions that we take. When you draw the veve becomes activated by your bodily energy, opening doorways to her. By then it's too late. Now, there are a few popular practitioners online that get things mixed up and basically class Marinette Pilsesh as Anima Sola or Marinette Pilsesh as Marinette Boissesh. Don't listen to them. These people do not know what they're talking about. They've done a Google search and they've read a couple of books on New Orleans voodoo. In my opinion, as with other Haitian voodoo practitioners' opinions, New Orleans voodoo is a very dangerous minefield that was laid on purpose to punish people in the port town of New Orleans. The people practicing it often look incredibly unhealthy, they look incredibly withdrawn, and they usually suffer from mental health difficulties. This is through encounters with Marinette Boissesh. So, don't F around and find out, because you'll find out in a big way. This has been The Right Marinette. Thank you for joining me. I Bobo Lua, I Bobo Marinette. Goodbye.